Well, hello. Hope you guys are all keeping well. So, today I want to talk about a product I have bought. A Superior Labour product. And I bought it from the Namado store in Belgium. Now, I actually bought 3 Superior Labour products from them. In the previous video I filmed, I've done the unboxing of the first product, which is the A5 cover. And I bought a second product, which is the Superior Labour leather tool holder. I love Superior Labour products. They're amazing. I think I've had to, it's an unhealthy addiction, I think, because I've had to sell my kidney on the black market about 5 times to fund it. But they're not cheap, Superior Labour products. They're made in Japan. But I love them, absolutely adore them. So this is the second of the 3 products. The third product I shall do in another video, which is, if it's out already, by the time you're watching this, I'll link it below in the description. But Superior Labour, they've got the official retailer in the UK, which is Miso Paper. They're an amazing outlet. And then you've got Namado store in Belgium. Now, in terms of worldwide, in terms of resellers of Superior Labour products, I would say my experience, Balcombe in the US and Namado store in Belgium are by far the 2 biggest retailers, and they have the biggest selection of Superior Labour products. And they're an amazing company to deal with. Namado store, really like dealing with them. Very helpful, very responsive. So yeah, this is the second of the third products that I bought. And this is, I've had to hold off, guys, opening this, just so I can make sure I film this video and do it with you. So I thought I deserve some kudos for showing some restraint, not ripping it apart as soon as I got it. So if you've not bought Superior Labour products before, they're amazing quality, really, really are, all handmade in Japan. And they typically come in one of these cotton bags, which obviously you can use, right? So with the A5 cover that I bought, you know, had like a large dust bag, which are usable. And yeah, it's the same with this. So this is, like I said, the leather tool holder. I've been coveting this for ages. So let's pull it out. Ooh, it's looking nice. So this comes in 4 colours. It comes in, I think this is natural, or they sometimes call it nude. It comes in light brown, dark brown and black. So they have them in 4 colours. They typically don't hang around long, I find. As soon as a store like Namado store has them in stock, they just typically fly off the shelf. So I was very lucky to get this. And so here it is. Now, obviously, it says a leather tool holder. You put whatever you want in. It's essentially just a case, right? So it's got studs that you open up. And he says, as he tries to open it up. So you obviously got some give in there, right, with this. So you can obviously just make the case longer. So there's no branding on the outside. So let me put this dust sheet out of the way. And there you go. So if you open this up, you've got the branding here. Now, typically when you buy a Superior Labour leather products, you typically get this key fob. I call it the leather coffin. And with the paper tag. That's great for ephemera. It's actually a nice gold coloured chain that it comes up with. It usually comes in like a silver chain. So anyway, it usually comes with this. And here you go. So when you open it, you do have the branding here. So just hold that there. So hopefully the camera picks it up correctly. Still getting used to filming these overhead shots on my desk. But yeah, you got the that's embossed over there. And what you do, you essentially have 2 pockets. You've got the main one here, which, let's just measure this. So that's usually, I'd say it's around about 13-14 centimeters, and it goes all the way to the bottom. And then you've got this other one here inside the flap, and that goes to the bottom as well. That's about, what is that, just 7 centimeters roughly? And I should actually do it in inches for all the Americanos that are watching. So what is that? So roughly about 5.5 inches roughly for the inside pocket, and the outside is just shy of, what is that, 2 3/4 inch, I think it is. And in terms of width, actual end to end is 10.5 centimeters, and from stitching to stitching in the inside compartment is about just shy of 9.5. And in inches, end to end is just shy of 4 inches, just over. And then inside stitch to stitch is about 3 3/4 roughly. So this is what you got here. So this strap part is all stitched here. So hopefully the camera picks that up. So stitch here. And this bit is kind of loose here, and that's loose there, and that's obviously designed to kind of like flap around there, right? And the first impressions are, I'm really liking it. It's got a bit of a slightly more rougher, pebbly sort of texture compared to the Superior Labour book cover in A5. This is very smooth, like really smooth, silky smooth. Whereas this is not. It's nice, but yeah, you can tell it's a bit more, how can I put it, substantial, a bit tougher, which I guess it's got to be for, you know, obviously the use of it. But yeah, it's not as smooth as the cover. So yeah, it has a slightly pebbly texture. I'm not sure if the camera can kind of pick that up. And that's what you got, guys. So obviously you can just put whatever you want here. Now I'm just going to test out a couple of things to see how we get on. So I've got my fountain pen stand, which I only just bought from Etsy. I will be doing a separate video on this. It's a 3D printed one. So this is the TWSBI Eco. And in here I've got a platinum carbon ink. This is what I've used for sketching. Beautiful pen. So if you put that right to the bottom, yeah, that fits perfectly actually. Let's go with the TWSBI Diamond 580. I've got 4 of these that I've got in different colours, and I will be doing a separate video on this as well. Slightly taller, but yeah, it fits in there, no problem at all. That's it. You know, you can close it up on the inner pouch, and so yeah, the TWSBIs, they fit perfectly, no problem at all. Any kind of fountain pen that you've got. I've got some smaller ones here. This is the mini. You can put that at the front here, and that fits really nicely. So Kaweco Brass Sport fits there. Travelers Company brass pen, beautiful pen, very juicy. And yeah, you've got that there as well. So the brass pen is the smallest out of the ones, out of the 3. If I just put that in without clipping it, you can see it just goes there, really flush. If I clip it, the Kaweco, if I don't clip it, it goes almost flush. If I clip it, that goes nicely there. And the TWSBI mini won't clip, just a bit too long. All right, so yeah, so you've got those that fit really nicely inside the inner pocket. Now let's try pencils. I've gone down a pencil rabbit hole, which is dangerous, guys. Almost as expensive, well actually less costly than fountain pens, but nonetheless a bit of a dangerous rabbit hole. So let's move these out of the way for a moment. So I've got a few different pencils here. I've still yet to get Blackwing. I haven't broken my Blackwing virginity yet. So we've got the Rotring. Okay, so let's try that here. Yep, that fits perfectly. No problem there whatsoever. This is the Kaweco Brass SketchUp eraser. Right, so loving this thing. So yeah, that'll fit here, no problem whatsoever. You can't clip it. In terms of over here, it won't. Oh, actually, it will clip. So this has gone right down to the bottom, and it's clipped there. So yeah, got no problems with that. What have we got here? Let's try one of these. Do you know what? I've been loving the Mitsubishi pencils. This is the 2B one. Beautiful, beautiful pencils. These, absolutely adore these. I think I may struggle with these. Okay, so typically when I store the pencils, I've got the pencil cap. Let's put that on. Let's do that there, and I doubt that's gonna. Yeah, that's not gonna close. But you can, I guess, pop it out, which is not going to be ideal. So the pencils here would have to go down probably, I say about an inch or so, couple of inches for you to be able to get it into this. but as it stands, like a freshly sharpened pencil is generally not going to fit. We've got the Tico Deringer. I'm sure I butchered that pronunciation. Same, just way too long. So you'll have to use up a good 2-3 inches for it to fit in there. But obviously, this front compartment, you can fit in whatever you want. You fit in razors and whatever, man. You know, it's obviously put in whatever you want. I've seen people put the EDC gear in here. I mean, obviously, you're only limited by your imagination. This is a pencil extender by Lyra, which is a beautiful pencil extender, actually. Yeah, that fits nicely. So, yeah, in terms of, like, your standard pens and whatnot, fit in here, no problem whatsoever. In terms of pencils, yeah, you know, you're going to have to use them probably 2 or 3 inches, depending on the length, right? One thing I did realize I want to check is, let's see how many. Now, typically, I wouldn't put fountain pens like this. I'd want, and I do have a pouch with separators. But let's just see how many fit comfortably. And yeah, I can fit in 5. I can fit in 5 here. So I've got my TWSBI Eco, and I've got the TWSBI Diamonds. You close that up, and yeah, it fits in there, no problem whatsoever. You know, just close that up. It's all a little bit stiff still because it's new, and it fits really nicely. This doesn't have a belt loop; it's all permanently stitched, and yeah, that fits really nice. It's a really lovely way to carry stuff. But obviously, a caveat being, I wouldn't personally have fountain pens like this kind of clanging against each other. You know, you want to make sure it's they're all kind of separated out, you know, by compartmentalized pouches, like, for example, this, you know, which I'll be doing also a review on later. And that is it, guys. So you've got that. Like I said, you've got it in 4 colors. I bought it from the Nomada store, and like I said, they're a really lovely company to deal with. I will put a link to the product listing down below in the description. I'm not being sponsored. I have paid for this with my own money. I've had to sell my kidney multiple times on the black market, guys. You don't know the struggle. So that's what you've got there. I think at some point I will get the other colors. But right now I just wanted this one. So as we start out the new year, I've got my kind of setup in mind. And because I was ordering this, the A5 cover from Superior Labor, from the Nomada store, I thought, what the heck, I got this. And I have got a third item which I'll be doing in a separate video. If that video is already out by the time you're watching this, link to that will be down below in the description. And that is it. I don't think there's anything else I could say. I think if there was one thing I would have liked, I probably would have liked a bit of branding on the outside. That's just my personal preference, but it's not the end of the world. The one thing I realised actually as I'm holding this, the Superior Labor sell like pin badges, like the metal pin badges. I'm looking at this, I'm realising actually that would look quite nice here. It does mean I have to pierce the leather, which I'm not sure about. But I think, yeah, I think that on the outside would look quite nice. But I'm going to use this as is, and then from here kind of decide obviously what I want to do, right? So in terms of embellishing the outside. But that is it, guys. That's a wrap for this particular video. And what I'm going to do, as I mentioned, I will put a link down below to the Nomada store and the listing for this. In my experience, like I said, they don't typically hang around long. So, you know, when you do see them and you want it up, just grab them straight away. Don't kind of wait around. And it's very limited in the places you can actually get this. There's not many stores worldwide that sell this. So, but in Europe, the Nomada store is definitely one of them that do have this, and just a fantastic range of Superior Labor in general. So there you have it, guys. That's a wrap for this video. I just wanted to kind of show this. It's the first of these Superior Labor products that I bought. And so far, I'm really liking it. I think it's really, really nice. So if you have any questions in relation to this, let me know in the description below, and I'll try my best to answer. Be sure to check out the other videos on my channel. And like I said, the link to the Superior Labor cover, unboxing and kind of testing it all out. Be sure to check that video out, link in the description, and also the third product that I bought from the Nomada store, a Superior Labor product as well. So guys, like I said, any questions, do let me know in the description, and I shall see you on the next installment. Until then, take care.